The answer manifestation of Mr. Celes is out of order.
Yes, I am explaining, sir.
No,
I am not moving.
no, your manifestation is out of order.
I am
Do
requesting.
not lecture us
No, I am
about
not
the rules
lecturing.
of this
I am
committee.
standing up for my right.
Mr.
I am standing up for my right.
Remember, we might cite you in contempt.
And so be it.
Contempt. But as long as hindi pa niya sinasagot yung tanong natin, the contempt will
Chairman.
remain.
Final statement before niyo po ako ikulong.
Mr. Chair.
Itong si, hindi ko pa, ay pakikorek ako mga kabanat kung anong pangalan nito, yung ang tinuturo ko ng joystick. Ito kasi si Cong Akop eh. Nakalimutan kong pangalan nitong congressman na ito eh. Tinakot niya si Ka-Eric, sinabihan niya iko-contempt, sabi ni Ka-Eric subiit, no? Talagang ang tapang ni Ka-Eric dito mga kabanat. Kasi ayaw nila pa-explainin si Ka-Eric. Kasi si Ka-Eric walang abogado mga kabanat, no? At itong mga congressman, sinusubukan nilang gipitin itong si congressman si na congressman na talaga si Ka-Eric. Alam niyo pag ibasihan natin dito mga kaban, mas matalino si Ka-Eric sa mga congressman ito, no? Makikita mo talaga itong mga ito ay iba yung layunin nila mga kabanat, no? Nagyayabang itong si Akop, nagyayabang itong pangalan nito, nagyayabang mga kabanat. Ang gusto kasi ni Akop mga kabanat ay itong dalawang may bang tawag natin nito? May magalit ito eh. Tawag nito. Gusto nila kasi, ang isasagot ni Ka-Eric, yes, ang tanong, gusto nila, pag sumagot si Ka-Eric, yun lang, hindi bawal mag-explain. Wow, ibang klase, no? No? Samantala, sila tinatanong lang ni Ka-Eric patungkol sa 1.8 billion, umiiyak na nga sila eh. Tapos itong si Ka-Eric, ayaw nila pa-explainin. Dapat daw, ang tanong, yun dapat sagutin. Hindi bawal daw ba? Parang gusto nilang sabihin, bawal mag-explain. So, ayun, nagalit si Ka-Eric na tumaas yung boses ni Ka-Eric. Pinangaralan sila ni Ka-Eric. Namumukhang walang kaalam-alam sa batas itong mga congressman na ito. So, panoorin natin ito. Kayo nung umusga dito, mga napakagandang bakbakan dito sa pagitan ni Ka-Eric eh.
Ako. Meron pong katanungan
Kung si Akop.
Honorable Suarez, di po ba? Opo. Hindi ba dapat sagutin lang ng resource person or witness yung katanungan muna? Okay. Bago siya mag-explain. Mr. Chair.
Ito.
Thank you for the reminder.
Ito yung speech ni Ka-Eric na pinangaralan nitong mga congressman ito na walang alam din.
Congressman Akop, sir. And to the members of this committee, I feel, and it is my right to state before this committee and the August Chamber of Congress, that this committee is not above the law. No one in government is above the law.
Tama.
We are a government of laws. I am protected under the SOTO law. I have the constitutional right. I requested per record that I may be given competent advice and assistance of a legal counsel, and such right is guaranteed by the Constitution. And such right is also stipulated clearly in Section 12 of the Governing House Rules pertaining to committee hearing and conduct of investigation. And even if I am not in a court trial, the right to seek out counsel advice and assistance from a counsel is a part of principle of due process, a principle guaranteed by the Constitution. And I believe before I'll answer any further question, may I manifest respectfully and humbly before this committee that all the statements, even after under oath, in the absence of competent legal advice and assistance previously, may be granted to be stricken off the record because I believe my constitutional rights were violated.
Point of order.
Ito yung point of order ni iwan ko lang kung sino itong tinuro ko kanina.
The answer
Sino ba to?
manifestation of Mr. Celes is out of order.
Out of order pala.
He is out of order because you cannot dictate in this house and you cannot.
You cannot dictate this house. Ibig sabihin, huwag mong tuturuan kami. Matatalino kami, pare. Kasi, ang talino namin, no? Ang galing namin, bawal. parang bawal ka bawal ka mag-explain, no? Parang ganyan. Ganyan sila ka-diktador diyan sa ang Congress kasi mga kamanat, parang diktador yung birada eh.
Only members of the, you ask members of this house.
Yes, I am explaining, sir.
No,
I am not moving.
no, your manifestation is out of order.
I am
Do
requesting.
not picture
No, I am
about
not
the rules
lecturing.
of this
I am
committee
standing
and
up for my right.
Mr.
I am standing up for my right.
remember,
Kaya-
we might cite you in contempt.
Then so be it,
Mhm.
Your Honor.
You challenge us?
Yes, if
What's
that
the
will
position of
be
the chair?
seen in the nation na walang karapatan ang mga invited guests dito na magpahayag, Your Honor, with due respect to you.
Pinatayan nila ng mic
Mr. Chair,
pinatayan nila ng mic si Ka Eric dito mga kabanat, no? Ganyan ka ano, no? Ganyan sila ka itong mga congressman. So tatakan niyo yan yung mga congressman na yan na iba yung nila, no? Hindi nila ni-respect, no? Yung karapatan ni Ka Eric. Imagine mo gusto nila sagot bawal mag-explain. Eh wala nang abogado ito si Ka Eric, eh bawal pa mag-explain. So, ganyan ka balahura itong mga congressman kapag mayroon silang ginigisa, no? Ginigisa nila, pero yung mga taong mayayaman, ang parang hayaan, sige naman sagot na okay lang sa kanila, no? Makita mo talaga na matapobre itong mga congressman na ito eh, no? At saka minamaliit nila dahil former cadre itong si Ka Eric, no? Former cadre. At kilala naman nila talaga itong si Ka Eric, alam nila kung sinong mga connection kasi lang talaga to, matindi pa ito. Tumayo na talaga si Ka Eric dito sa bandang huli.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Seman,
Hmm.
Mr. Chair,
I'm moving for an out of order. And what's the position of the chair?
Mr. Chair,
Itong si Tambunting,
Mr.
salita
Chair.
din eh.
Mr.
Mr.
Chairman,
Chair,
Sandali lang po.
Mr. Chairman.
Eric,
At saka hindi naman talaga mananaig si Ka Eric dito kasi itong mga congressman ito, yan eh. Iisang tinig yung mga yan eh. Kasi hindi, parang yan eh. Alam nyo, parang yan eh. Masasabi ko, parang itik. Kita nyo yung itik. Pag una yung isang leader, susunod lahat yan. Mga kabanat, nakita nyo yung itik. Nakita nyo nagpapasto ng itik. Di ba may naunang isa. Tapos ang kadabi-dami, sumusunod. Parang ganun ang estilo ng Congress eh.
may I explain?
Ito.
yes, the Honorable Akop is recognized. And I
Ito si
understand,
Akop na naman.
yung sinasabi po ng ating mga ng ating bisita. Pero alam po ninyo, kung ang ginagamit nyo po ay yung hearing nung huli at wala kay representasyon, hindi po namin kasalanan. Kasalanan po ng mga abogado ng SMNI dahil sila mismo on record ang
Natatabi no. Pero kaya nga nag-explain si Ka Eric ng sarili niyang explanation kasi wala naman siyang presentation nakaraan eh. So, yan. Yan ang ito.
nagsabi na they are here to represent SMNI and not the anchors because dumistansya nga ho sila eh. Ang sabi nila, hindi po namin trabaho ang bigyan ng representasyon ang anchor. That's why nung humingi po kayo, ang pinaliwanag ko, hindi ho pwede sila magdepensa sa inyo. Dapat ho humingi kayo ng iba. Dahil hindi ho pwede sila ang magdepensa because they are on record. Under oath, ang sabi nila, kami abogado ng SMNI at hindi kami abogado ng mga anchor. Klaro po yan, Kyrie.
Your Honor, if I may please.
Ito. Maganda yung sagot ni Ka Eric eh. Kaya nga dinipinsahan yung sarili niya eh.
You cannot. You're not allowed.
Mhm.
I'm going, yes.
To explain why I cite him out of order. Because he manifested that the previous records, it is taken out of records. And as resource person, they are not allowed. For
Your Honor, I am
Really?
going to be
I am
detained in this chamber and I am submitting myself before the
Baka na
country
naman.
in protest my
Mr. Chair,
point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Mr. Chair,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay. Pauline. Okay. There's a point of order, the Honorable Dan Fernandez. The Honorable Dan
Mr. Chairman, point of, Mr. Chairman,
Out of order is all about your manifestation to straighten out. Patapusin mo ako.
The Honorable,
Huwag ka may bastos. Patapusin mo ako. Mr. Chairman, I will just like to correct. I am not stopping him to issue statement. What I'm saying is, and what I'm pointing out over there is the manifestation that the previous statement, the previous record should be taken out of order.
Sinungaling.
Because
Pinastop
he's
mo nga eh,
allowed
na
to
point.
do it.
Ang point and order, ibig sabihin, out of order sinabi, ibig sabihin, pinapa-stop mo yung mga sinasabi niya. Sinungaling itong,
point of order.
for the point of order.
May we remind the resource speakers and the members of this committee to observe the proper decorum.
Correct.
If the chairman acknowledge a certain personality, let him speak and
Yes.
don't interrupt
Correct.
the members of this committee while
good. Kasi ininterrupt naman talaga siya eh. Kahit balikan natin, oh, ito, nagsasalita si Ka Eric dito. Oh.
the record
Oh.
because I
Oh.
believe my constitutional rights
Oh.
were
Mr. Chairman,
violated.
Oh.
point of order.
Oh, tita mo, ininterrupt na eh. Sinungaling itong ano eh. Tapos sabihin niya, hindi niya ininterrupt. Klaro, oh, tingnan mo.
Granted to be stricken off the
Oh.
record because I believe my constitutional
Oh.
rights
Speaker,
were
Mr. Chairman,
violated.
point of order.
Dito pala, sinungaling eh, no?
Mr. Celis.
Ito, balikan
To
natin.
observe the proper decorum.
Correct.
If the chairman acknowledge a certain personality, let him speak and
Yes.
don't interrupt
Correct.
the members of this committee while
Correct.
the member is given the right to speak. Maraming salamat po, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you,
So, tayo, napangaralan sila lahat dito.
Honorable Fernando. Honorable Akop is recognized.
Mr. Celis, please be reminded that in this committee and this house, we have rules to follow. Hindi po ba namin sinusunod yung mga rules? Matanong ko nga po.
Yes, sir. I feel that
and
is my...
I would like to remind you
Mm.
that these rules are supposed to be followed by members of this committee and by the witnesses or resource persons to be present. And one of these rules is that before you can speak, you ask permission from the chairman. Kami nga, hindi kami nagsasalita na walang permission yung chairman. You better follow that rule. Otherwise, baka mapilitan akong gawin yung hindi ko dapat gawin. Thank you.
The Honorable,
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chair,
wait, I think the Honorable Ace Barbers.
I was raising a point of order earlier, but
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you that.
It's okay,
My
Mr.
apologies.
Chairman. Mr. Chairman, kasi gusto ko lang i-refresh yung memory ng ating resource person na no one is curtailing your right. In fact, kaya ka nga nandito, binibigyan ka ng panahon, ng oras para magsalita. But do not play to the crowd saying that your rights are violated in this committee. It's not. Tayo ay nasa, di ba? And alam mo kung ano yung pinaglalaban natin dito, di ba? So, never, ever insult the committee, much more any of the members of this committee. Kasi medyo yun ang affront. Yun ang affront sa amin. And do not challenge us to do what we feel is right to do to you because you might not like it. I am just going
an inquiry in aid of legislation and resource persons should be held to contempt. So
Contempt to.
acting in a disrespectful manner towards any member of the committee,
Ano kayo?
if you
Skip ko na dito mga kabanat kasi alam naman natin, sasabihin ni Pimentel na yan. At ang pinakalundo daw dyan, ano na talaga, ito kay Eric.
I will refuse to answer, Your Honors, not because I disrespect this committee, but I will invoke my right guaranteed by the Constitution because I believe this committee cannot be above the law, especially the Constitution.
can I just
Honorable
say,
J.J. Suarez.
yes. What right is that you are invoking, Mr. Celis?
The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights guarantees me for the guarantee of due process and even the SOTO law and even the House rules.
Yes.
Constitutionally guaranteed rights, Your Honor, Mr.
Yeah.
Chairman, cannot
Mr.
be violated by any branch of the government.
talino nito kay Eric mga kababayan. Mas marami pang alam na batas nito kaysa mga congressman eh.
Ka-Eric, may katanungan. Is that
Mr.
clear?
Mr.
Alam po ninyo, ka-Eric,
Ito.
meron ba kayo kasamang abogado na yun?
May I answer?
Opo.
That's why I am requesting since last hearing that I may be given the counsel. Now,
Alam po
I will
ninyo,
hire,
alam niyo, if you keep going back, last year, ang tanong ko na yun.
I will hire Attorney Mark Tolentino and Attorney Rolex Soplico as my personal choice
Okay.
to do
So,
legal counsel.
everything that you say now is guided by your lawyer, who's
Yes.
also here.
Not yet, sir, because they are not, Mr. Chairman, permitted and granted authority to be recognized as my legal counsel. That's why I'm requesting.
Mhm. Yan.
I'm hiring today, this afternoon, Attorney Mark Tolentino and Attorney Rolex Soplico.
Are the lawyers accepting that mandate? Because you remember, in the last hearing, you manifested that you are not representing Eric and the anchors because of the disclaimer issue. Are you accepting?
I'm accepting, Your Honor.
Attorney Rolex Suplico.
I am accepting, Your Honor.
Okay, so thank you very much. So everything that we say, no ka Eric, may abogado na po kayo. Yes or no?
May I request again,
Yes.
Congressman Honorable J.G. Suarez to rephrase the question,
Ayun.
please.
Now, with the presence of your lawyer, it's just a little bit ironic that in the past few days you've been on air talking about the hearing, talking about your opinions on about the hearing, and together with Attorney Mark Tolentino, I think there was a few episodes na magkasama pa kayong dalawa. So you're very vocal and you're very opinionated about your position. And last hearing, I just want to remind you, you apologized to the committee. Hindi ka man lang paumanhin dahil yung sinabi mong 1.8 billion ay walang katotohanan. Inamin nyo yun. Ngayon, sinabi mo, ang source mo ay galing sa Kongreso, Congress at Senate. Ang nagsasabi, hindi na ito nanggagaling sa amin, although I am pressing hard that I want you to reveal that source because we want to find out the truth. Mr. Celis, the truth, and nothing is more important than the truth. So I'm asking you nicely, who is your source?
May I qualify, Your Honor?
Pinapaulit-ulit yung tanong, no? Gusto niya malaman talaga ang source kung sino nagsalita eh. Natatakot sila siguro baka magkakatotoo ito eh. No? No? Baka magkakatotoo ng 1.8. Kaya gusto nilang malaman sino talagang source ni Siles eh. Ka Eric.
Mr. Chairman, may I be allowed to speak?
Yes, but before that, I'd like to remind you and the lawyers that under Section 13, the participation of counsel in this hearing for the witness during the hearing and while the witness is testifying shall be limited to advising the legal rights of the witness. Is that clear, Attorney Tolentino and Attorney Suplico?
Yes, Your Honor.
That will only limited to that. Wala ho tayong coaching dito, ha? Yes. Eric.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the recognition.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Suarez, sir.
Please answer straight
Yeah.
directly, ha? Wala ho tayong paligoy-ligoy na sagot ho dito.
Mr. Chair, can I
Okay.
say something
Yes.
before you proceed?
Point of order.
Yeah. No,
Go ahead.
no.
Please.
Just want to be enlightened. What is your decision regarding the prior motion made by Congressman Paduano on?
Well,
There's a motion,
was
there's a
point of
motion.
order.
No.
He only made the point of order. So he was declaring him out
Thank
of
you,
order.
thank you.
Thank you. Yes, proceed. Yes or no?
Yeah, thank you po, Mr. Chairman.
Please answer directly, ha? Huwag mo tayo masyadong
I
lumaki.
will not answer it because I am protected by law as per advice in conference with my lawyers here. I am protected by the Soto law. Unless the Soto law is repealed, I will be under the protection of the Soto law. Republic Act number 53.
Mr. Chair. Okay.
And the previous statements made, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, please, were made without the competent advice of legal counsel. That's why I was requesting humbly for this honorable committee chaired by Congressman Tambunting that all those testimonies regarding the testimonies I made here can be stricken off the record if it may be considered as a request. Because those are inadmissible.
Kaya alam nyo, lagi nyo sinasabi Sotolo eh. Ano pong portion ng Sotolo ang tinutukoy ho nyo? Anong particular provision sa Sotolo? Pakibasa po.
I will, Mr. Chairman, I will request my counsel to give me the particular provision, or they may be allowed to reference the particular
No, we
provision.
are requesting you.
I don't have the copy of the SOTO.
Then I will suggest that the council give him a
Yeah.
copy of the Sotolo. Because we do not, you're only supposed to, like I said earlier, hindi ho kayo pwede magsalta. Yan magsalta si Ka-Eric.
Mr. Chairman, may I be allowed to read the pertinent provision from the SOTO?
Yun. Yung resource person na nagbabasa sa
Without prejudice, this is section 1 of 1145 as amended. Without prejudice to his inability or ability under the civil and criminal laws, any publisher, owner, or duly recognized or accredited journalist, whether reporter, writer, contributor, opinion writer, editor, columnist, manager of media, or other media practitioner involved in the writing, editing, production, and dissemination of news or mass circulation of any print, broadcast, wire service organization, or electronic mass media, including cable TV, television, and its variants, cannot be compelled to reveal the source of any news item, report, or information appearing or being reported or disseminated through other or the said media which was related in confidence or reported in confidence. Above mentioned media practitioners, unless the court or the House of Representatives or the Senate or any committee of Congress finds that such revelation is demanded by the national security of the state.
Anis. Yung nagbasa sa kanila ay itong ano pa, yung resource person. Di ba? Nakakahiya, no? No? Dapat itong mga congressman, alam nila yung batas na yan, ang binasa ni Ka-Eric eh. Pero parang ano eh. Tingnan natin yung sagot dito, mga kabanat. Bago natin i-end.
Eric,
Your Honor,
pero may magtanong po, Chair, para ho maliwanag.
Mr. Chairman, can I explain the provision?
Where I will have to answer first the position raised by the witness. Ang unang po sinabi nyo, accredited journalist. Kayo ba'y accredited journalist?
Hindi lang naman accredited yung binanggit
Eric,
doon.
kayo pong tinatanong po. Kayo po ba'y accredited journalist?
The accreditation or the license to practice journalism does not require any particular organization or government entity to give us license or accreditation for broadcast. If you are referring, Mr. Chairman, to KBP, membership to KBP is voluntary. KBP is not an absolute regulatory power for broadcast.
So ano
We are like an NGO and private organization.
ano pong basihan nyo, basihan ng provision niyan, nung sinabi niya kailangan accredited, kayo nag-cite ng batas. Kayo nag-cite ng prohibition.
Mr. Chairman,
Accredited journalist, hindi ho kayo, sino dapat mag-accredit sa inyo?
SMNI is an accredited and franchise-granted media. And therefore, the prerogative in the decision for editorial decision who can broadcast or cannot broadcast in their station rests with the franchise granted to them. Therefore, hindi po kami required na maghingi ng pahintulot sa gobyerno na mag-broadcast kami doon. Dahil kami po ay bahagi ng isang media organization na may legitimate existence as granted by franchise.
Yes, but remember, may disclaimer. Ang sabi ng SMNI, hindi po nila pananagutan ang gagawin nyo. At hindi na nga raw kayo empleyado, sabi nila. So, ergo, hindi ho namin agad-agad kaya tanggapin yung inyong mungkahi. Pakalawa, I would like to remind you that this is a house inquiry which is provided for by the SOTO law. And third, tatanungan ko, security of state, binanggit nyo. Ano po ibig niyo? Ito ba yung security of state? Tingin niyo itong issue to? Which is an exception?
Ang 1.8 billion na pagtatanong ko po, Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, ay hindi po threat to national security. Kapag ito po'y tinatanong ng mga media practitioners at ng mamamayan patungkol sa tamang pangangalaga sa pundo ng bayan. And I believe Congress is not exempted from public transparency and accountability in the disposal of public funds.
Alam po ninyo.
It's not an issue
Mr.
of
Chair, I think I
national
still have
security.
the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huling katanungan. Alam po niyo yung security of state sa amin. Ito po yung sinabi niyo na empleyado ng Senado ang nagbigay. Sa amin, yan po ay seguridad ng ating
Yeah, kaya pala mga kabanat kasi empleyado pala, Senado. Balikan nga natin. Ito pala ang kinakatakot nila.
na empleyado ng Senado.
Empleyado ng Senado nagsalita. Ito yung kinakatakot nila kasi pag empleyado, talagang alam yung source.
Ang nagbigay. Sa amin, yan po ay seguridad ng ating institusyon, seguridad ng ating bayan. So, kaya po, ito po ay hindi nyo po pwede i-cite ang Sotolo. Mabuti po, malaman nyo na po ang posisyon. At kaya pinag-aralan po natin, may abogado po kayo, meron din po kami mga abogado rito, may mga
Ito na.
Okay, please proceed.
Mr. Celis, Eric, to reveal the source in executive session. Would the chair allow?
Yes, Eric. Okay lang ba? Executive session. We will call for executive session now. Para lahat ho ng options ay binigay na po namin sa inyo.
Ba't
Eric.
gusto talaga nila malaman yung source na nagsasalita? Mga kabanat na, napapansin ko bakit gusto talaga nila malaman. Yung source, yung nagsasalita, talaga. Pero palagi ko hindi pa payag si Eric dito. Tema.
Tao na i-reveal.
Whether in this inquiry or in executive session. So therefore, Mr. Chair,
Bebet nga.
Session is to show
Honorable Toby Tiangco na Batas na kung ayaw nyo po sabihin sa harap ng camera at sa publiko, okay lang ba? Executive session. We will call for executive session now. Para lahat ho ng options ay binigay na po namin sa inyo. Eric.
That would be very dangerous for other media practitioners present here because it will create a very dangerous and negative precedence on the protection of source provided by law. I will refuse still. Your Honor, due to
Salamat
respect.
po.
Mr.
Salamat
Chair,
po tayo. The Honorable Toby Tiangco is still recognized for a follow-up question.
No, I just wanted to manifest that the reason that we're suggesting an executive session is to show na tayo naman, hindi naman tayo, na binibigyan natin siya ng pagkakataon na i-reveal. Kung talagang gusto niya pangalagaan, at least an executive session. But it seems ayaw niya pa rin po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, it is very clear that Mr. Celis does not want to answer the question to reveal the source, whether in this inquiry or in
Question.
No, I just wanted to manifest that the reason that we're
pa niya sinasagot yung tanong natin, the contempt will remain.
So yan mga kabanat, hanggang dyan na, hindi na nila pinasalita si Eric dyan eh. So, nanghingi ng executive session itong ilang congressman kasi mga kabanat, alam nyo, madagdag add lang ako konti dito. Kasi yung 1.8 billion, talagang ito gusto ko marinig, nagtaas ng kamay si Eric.
Is kung kailan po niyo sasagutin yung tanong natin, and then maybe we could lift the contempt. But as long as hindi pa niya sinasagot yung tanong natin, the contempt will remain.
Mr. Chairman, final statement before niyo po ako ikulong.
Mr. Chair, I move for
Can I have a final statement, please? Before po ako magpapakulong, I request the committee.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Tapoy.
Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In an earlier motion, Mr. Chair, we have already approved to cite for contempt Mr. Celis On this note, Mr. Chair, I move to detain him in the premises of, on this note, Mr. Chair, I move for contempt. Chair, we have already approved. Of course,
Is to be cited in contempt. Mr. Chair,
Chairman,
and of course, lift the contempt. But as long as hindi pa niya sinasagot yung tanong natin, the contempt will remain. Sinasagot yung tanong natin. But as long as hindi the contempt. But as long as hindi pa niya sinasagot yung tanong natin, the contempt will remain.
Mr. Chairman, final statement before niyo po ako ikulong.
Mr. Chair,
Shit.
we have already approved to cite for our
So mamaya na natin yan mga kabanat, i-end ko na ito, no?